Hey, my name's Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. Have you ever just wanted to travel out west? So, for those that don't know, there's some people I'm sure on this channel that do. I've lived in the South now for 31 years. Absolutely love the area that I live in, been working in, love the people. I have my family here now, so absolutely love this area. But so there's another part of me too that maybe people don't realize. I spent my first 20 years in Nevada. Grew up, born and raised Vegas. Went all the way through first year plus of college before I moved this way. And so Nevada and my family kind of run deep there too. My family's here in the South, but I have roots that extend into Nevada. Grandfather was, out there since the 50s. My mom, my aunt were out there. I was born out there, cousins out there, still got a cousin out there. Half sister out there too. She's a sister. I don't know why people like to call me half sister. It's my sister. But are out there. I guess I should have not put that in there, but so I still have family out there. I go out there periodically. I'm planning to go out there later this fall and visit with them. So I find it really cool that Nevada's got really two top tier, whiskey and bourbon companies in Nevada now. You got Frey Ranch, which has been, very, very well received. They are a grain to bottle type of a thing. They've grown their own grains out there for hundreds of plus years. They started turning it into their own whiskeys, 4 grains, rye, bourbons, things like that. And you got Smoke Wagon out there out of Vegas. So I figured out I'm going to just kind of do a series and have my championship belt here. Any true Nevadan should have their own belt. And wasn't used to beat up on my son or anything like that. But, Nevada runs deep through me. So I want to find out which Nevada whiskey is the best. I know you'll get some people say Nevada, but it's Nevada. My wife likes to say Nevada all the time. I think she tries to drive me insane. But as a native Nevadan, I wanted to see which one I preferred best. Do I prefer Smoke Wagon? Do I prefer Frey Ranch? So I'm going to go into this Frey Ranch rye. I'm going to get the best expressions that I think I like. Eventually, I'm going to do a blind, and we'll put the belt on who's going to win at the very end. So I'm looking forward to that. Definitely love that area growing up. Vegas is a tough town. It's a transient town where you don't have a lot of people that have roots there for as long as I've had them there. I've got a few friends from high school still have roots there and still do well there. But other than that, you'll have families move in and out. So it's really tough to keep up with a lot of the people that I grew up with. But I still have some of them, a handful of about 5 to 10 that I still keep in contact with, and we'll chat back and forth and stuff. But that's my personal stuff. Looking forward to also something else coming up. So we got these 4 bottles coming up. Almost at 1,000 subscribers. Looking forward to that. E.H. Taylor Small Batch, Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Store Pick, a 1 liter bottle of Buffalo Trace, and an infinity bottle that's got some cool stuff. So please like, comment, subscribe. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, you live in the continental U.S., you are over the age of 21, you can verify that. Then I can go ahead and, once I reach that 1,000 subscribers, put out a video, put out a specific comment that will need to be said in that video, somewhere in the video. Then I'll do a poll. I was thinking about what would make it fun is maybe do it on a live stream. Not one that I'm doing, but one that maybe like Whiskey Wisdom or Baker Drinks does. Just so, I could say, hey, can you pull this for me? And give them all the information. They can load in the comments, load in the video, pull it, and just have it on a live stream. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm still a few months off from doing my own live streams, but it'll be there soon. because I definitely enjoy the time that I spend on Whiskey Wisdoms and on Baker Drinks. And I'll be on both of them this upcoming weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. Whiskey Wisdom on Friday, Baker Drinks on Saturday. Gonna have a blast. So now that I've talked about everything except for this whiskey, let's get into this. So this is a bottle and bond straight rye from Frey Ranch. Like I said, they're Nevada through and through. They grow their own grains. They've been doing an excellent job. And I tell you, this bottle is just phenomenal too. I mean, this is like a weapon. Absolutely love this. And they even number the bottle. It's aged 6 years. Bottle number 3549. So definitely looking forward to this. They even give you the wow. They even give you the coordinates to the ranch that it was grown on. So very, very cool there. Farmers and distillers. Non-chill filtered, so usually it's going to have a better mouthfeel. Been digging on some rye lately, so let's see what we got. Get mint right on the nose. That's one of my favorite things of a rye, is I like either, you know, it's kind of a heavy spearmint, or even some kind of sometimes you even get different types of mints on it too. But I get a breadiness right off the bat on this too, so I'm getting some savory on the nose along with the mint that's going on the nose there. Getting a sweet smell that's coming with it too. Can't really identify that yet. I think my puppy dog's running around over there. He might want to come over. Finn's been out and about tonight. I think it's pretty cool too. So Baker Drinks, Laura and Troy, they have a dog named Finn too. But mine's spelled P-H-I-N. Theirs is F-I-N-N, I think. This almost has like a sweet, hearty sandwich bread type thing going on to it. Not quite a pumpernickel, but you can definitely get the rye in this. So I'm really, really liking that. Nice fingers coming down the side of this. So it's got some really, really nice viscosity to it too. Oily at least. Not getting any kind of like super sweet notes on it. So I'm kind of almost expecting this to be kind of a very earthy, herbal type of rye, at least from the nose that I'm getting on it. Let's see what we got. So I'm getting a lot of rye spice on the tongue. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it. Not super oily, but a nice mouthfeel to it. But I'm getting a little bit of that mint, getting a whole lot of the pepper and the rye spice on it, which is nice. And for 100 proofer, I'm getting it all the way down through the chest, which means that's a lot of that rye spice burn that you're getting off of there. I really like that. Getting almost like a touch of star of anise on this as well. Yeah, this reminds me like a good rye bread is what I'm kind of getting on the nose with this as well. Getting some of that light spearmint and now on it a little bit more on the palate. The spearmint's opening up a little bit. The rye spice is still there. It kind of climbs through the back of the palate. Almost got like a candy cane, a little bit of flavor to it too. Not overly sweet, but you've got a spearmint and a peppermint. Almost had a little bit of like a peppermint on the back of this, which is really nice. This is sweeter than what the nose presents. You know, at the nose, I'm kind of getting like a nice rye bread. I'm almost thinking of like a nice corned beef sandwich on rye, just from the nose, that nice rye spice. But when you get into the palate, it's a bit sweeter on the palate. And you get the rye spice, but you don't get the like heavy herbal notes that go with some of that sometimes. And this just gets easier to drink as you drink it. Really, really liking it. Getting the rice spice, getting a tiny bit of a medicinal herbal thing now going on the back, but the mouthfeel gets better and better. And with this only being, maybe 100 proof, that could be high for some people. It could be kind of where they like to be. I know I tend to like to be a little bit higher, but the mouthfeel on it's very nice. It's very soft in the mouth. I'd say you're getting probably about a medium finish on this. And it's more kind of through the chest and a little bit of some of that spearmint and peppermint coming up on the back. Yeah, still, I mean, it's almost like a refreshing mint on the finish on this. It's really nice. I'm getting a little bit of the oak, kind of dries just a tiny bit, but you're not getting heavy oak or heavy char, at least what I would consider heavy oak or char on it. But I get almost a refreshing quality. I can't think of the name of the spice, but if you go to like some Indian restaurant, sometimes they'll have these little candies in there with some kind of a seeded type of an herb that you can chew up together at the end. It kind of cleanses your palate. Kind of reminds me of that. I don't know if it's coriander. I think maybe coriander and these little mints that are in there, or candies, and it just gives you that same kind of nice, refreshing feel after you drink through it. Yeah, I would say on the palate on this, it's not really a caramel. It's not really sugar. If anything, it's kind of a sweet, lighter honey type of taste. And then you get the spearmint, the peppermint. You're getting the rice spice. You're getting the star of anise type of thing going on there. It's got a lot of interesting flavors on it, especially for 100 proof. But it feels really good, like I said, in the mouth. It's not thin, but it's not super oily, and it's not something where it just kind of lingers in your mouth, but it follows down the palate nice. It coats well, but it just feels really good on the mouth. Have a bigger drink, you get more of that rye spice and the pepper ramping up a little bit on it. It just kind of tickles the tongue a little bit, and then it fades and washes away. And then you get a little bit of a refreshing, like I said, spearmint, peppermint type of thing going on. So I'm really digging the Frey Ranch. Like I said, I'm sure some of their higher proof stuff is amazing. This for 100 proofer right here, 6-year rye, I enjoy it. It's something nice to have on the bar, something I totally enjoy. I'm interested to see how it comes up against some of the other Smoke Wagon products and some of the other Frey Ranch stuff that I have. But I would definitely say get a pour of this first before you invest into it. It could definitely be your jam. It's something I'm definitely enjoying. I'm not saying it's going to be a mixer, but it would be something I could see myself going back to. I know that I have a lot more choices than a lot of other people, but it's just because I review a lot of stuff. And I just am very blessed that way, that I can review all this stuff. A lot of you guys take the opportunity to take care of me too, so I can review even more stuff, which I truly appreciate. But I like this bottle. I do think it's a very good bottle. I think it offers some different complexity to it. I think it's something that if you're looking for a rye to kind of get into ryes, I don't think it's overpowering and going to burn up your palate. And I think it gives you enough neat things in there that as you drink on this, you'll pull some different notes, and it'll be really interesting to you. I kind of thought it was really interesting how the nose on this didn't really match kind of the palate. I was kind of thinking a lot more earthy on this, maybe even a little more savory on this. But for me, I just got some sweet, got some spice, tiny bit, kind of a tiny bit of the medicinal herbal thing. But then I got a refreshing kind of come back on the palate with a spearmint peppermint type of thing. Interested to see where this is going to go in the blind. Interested with some other Frey Ranch options that I have around here. Like I said, I'm proud to see a couple Nevada bourbons and ryes do well. I can't wait to put it together and head to head and see who's the champion over here, who's going to get the belt. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Continued prayers for all the people that are going through this horrific wildfire in Hawaii and the whole west coast of California right now, just in Southern California, just getting smashed with things. There's a member out there was telling me that not only they got the rain and the wind, but they got a earthquake at the same time. So lots of prayers out to the people on the west coast. I hope you and your family have an amazing day. God bless.